Examples of what's included in it?
We've been told about it last year.
Not according to your form that you
Yeah.
filled out, where the average score was 2.68. For
And
knowing
then
your
we were
HTML
told
skills.
about it. Doesn't mean we can remember it.
That's So HTML standards is just
That
things
window generally
such
is
as two-space indentation, no trailing white space, and syntax, attributes, double quotes, just that sort of thing. And CSS standards is just consistent application, making things easier and minimising your style conflicts. So now we're moving on to our HTML section, and first we're going to have our headers. Does anyone know what metadata is?
Data about data.
Yeah. It is. So metadata is data about data, and kind of about it. Obviously, you put it into your header tag to relay the information. Now, does anyone know what we put into the head tag?
Title, style sheet, links, and a number of other stuff.
Correct. So below that's just a very basic one where it's just got your meta chart there and your title. And then we've also got just your link to your style sheet. So on your form, someone asks for a toggling of buttons and stuff. So what you do for that is you would have your button or your little switch on there, and in your CSS you would put the pseudo class of checked to then check against it to see if it has been checked. Responsiveness, you would want stuff. So you would want a viewport with the initial scale of 1, which would automatically help to adjust your website page. And then for images in the CSS, you would want to put max width and display block. There's some links that you may find useful for your HTML. Then next we've got our Bootstrap. We've got responsive up first. So for responsive, it looks like there's quite a lot. Most of it is just keywords and bits of code that you can use. So for responsiveness, for images, there's image fluid, which would automatically add the max width and height also for you. So it just saves you a line of code. And then the main way for responsive is using breakpoints and grid tiers. So it'll use your different size view points, such as SM would be small and MD is medium, and it would base it from that, and depending on the size, it would then just do whatever you put into the rest of your div. And then there's also stuff such as sticky, which would make it just stay at the top for the whole time. Next we have alignment. So first we have vertical alignment, where you would have stuff such as stand bars, align, top, middle, bottom. And then horizontal, where you have deflex, align items, start, end, center, baseline, and stretch.
What's deflex?
So-
right,
Fun.
don't worry.
So then you also have the order. So you could rearrange your order in the list. So just because it says first select item doesn't mean it would have to be. It depends on where you put the order in it. So you can reverse it or have it in a random order. And then these are some Bootstrap links that you may find useful. Next we have CSS, where we go pseudo classes and positioning. So pseudo classes are keywords added to the selector that specifies the special state of the element. So it'd be selector, colon, pseudo class, property, and value. Examples of pseudo classes are such as hover, checked, valid, and blank. And then we've got CSS positioning. So there's 5 types of positioning. There's static, relative, fixed, absolute, and sticky. So static is it hasn't positioned anyway. It will just stay positioned to the normal flow of the page and just be locked into that place on the page. Relative uses the top, bottom, right and left properties to adjust the position from its regular position. fixed is always in the same place, even if the page is scrolled, it will just stay there no matter what. And absolute is position relative to the nearest ancestor instead of the viewport. If there's no ancestor, it uses the document body and it can overlap with other elements. Then finally you've got sticky, which mixes relative and fixed. It is position relative until or an offset positioning is met. This is an example of positioning. So you have your relative box and your absolute box. And as you can see down here, the absolute box is slightly overlapping with the relative box. And there's some CSS links. Now we've got our exercise. So for your exercise, I'd just like you to replicate this, or just to get as far as you can replicating this web page. You can do it any way you like. You can use Bootstrap, HTML, CSS, or just anything else you'd like to use for what you're going to use for your exam. So, any questions at the moment?